Good morning, everyone. Did anyone get an email? Do I? Too low. Is that it? That's close enough. Yep. Someone got an email. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thanks, Carrie. Nakaya, first time here. Welcome. Hey, Carl, Ruthie. What did I tell you this morning? Oh, yeah. This morning we had a report out that the Wall Street Journal said that. Let me get the quote here. Wall Street Journal put out a report that said this morning it said China tariffs likely coming down to between 50 and 65%, which is positive, right? They're at 160 or something like that right now. And once again, the Wall Street Journal reported that the White House did not say that. Then we got news in a little bit later that said, you know, actually a tariff deal with China is probably going to take between 1 to 3 years.
Blows my mind away, right?
Yep. It's almost like he does it out of spite. That's what I was saying. It's getting kind of easy if you just fade. If a newspaper or a media outlet makes a claim about what Trump's going to do, just fade the move, but give yourself some time because it seems like whatever they say he's going to do, he'll do the exact opposite.
Right. Completely the opposite, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me say hello to everybody here. I'll start with YouTube. The room's very light, isn't it, Matt? Is anybody having a class? Somebody cheating on me? What's happening here? Jesse, how are you? Kenneth, probably say good day. Good day, Kenneth. Robert, Harold, Kenneth, Jesse, Jill, good morning. We got Richard, Eduardo, John, Jody, Kaya, Kaya, Edward, and Laura and Jody. Good morning. Let me say good morning to everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, actually. Noon, everyone. Now, this morning, hey Nestor, hey, a lot of people are coming out here saying hello. Good. Let me say hello to everybody. Always like to say hello. We got yeah, happy hump day to you too. Jill, Robert, Ken, Eric, Charlene, Deanna, Chad, Brendan, Sue, Boyd, that a complete deal is not needed for trade to begin normalizing. Once again, going to start trading these overreactions. Logan, Nestor, Matt, Kai, Murmis, Angie. Hey, Murmis. I was thinking about you, Murmis. It's been a while. I hope you're feeling okay. VF Hoffman, Jason. I'm everywhere, Jason. I'm everywhere. Gurdip, Moondog is in the house. Hope you're feeling well, Moondog. William, DJ, Nestor, Julio. Is it Julio or Julio? I'm not good with names, and I hate when people are bad with names. Little George, Wes, Cyrus, Javad, David, Ken, Jason, Rick, Esbel, Alpha Zone Pro. Look at that. I like that. Nice little profit on Alpha Zone Pro. Very nice. Very nice. Let's put that in the books. That's very, very nice. Excellent. All right. We got, I guess Mr. was good, but I was dumb and experienced monkey on a closing spread. BA and Palantir were awesome. Good day to you, Roger. Good day. By the way, did you guys, Marlon, good morning or good afternoon. Some of you are still in the other time zone. Did you guys take advantage of that MSTR trade I gave you guys in the pit yesterday? Did anybody take advantage of it? Let me know. I'm just curious. And if you did, just let me know how you did on it. Really curious how that did not. Chris did not. I gave it to you right here. My channel. Right there. Buy the 350 call and sell the 355 calls, expiring in 17 days. Only 50% on Monster. Okay. Oh, you could fill only 50%. Okay, got it. 15%. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Anyways, it was a bonus trade. I was bored, wanted to give it to you, wanted to see how it is going. Let me share my screen and we will start. So, let's look at the markets. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where's my TC 2000? Sorry, folks. I was just in a class till about half an hour ago. And then before that, I was in my own little class in the morning. So I've been in class all day. I have the markets up and I'm seeing exactly what's going on. And Matt's been filling me in. And so I'm not really missing out on anything. You did not see it? Oh, all right. Yeah, market is definitely, Peter's still in it. Ivano, 20%. Okay, well, some people took money on it. It was just an overnight trade. It wasn't meant to be a long-term thing. Okay. So what is the market doing right now? Let's look at the broad market. Let me get rid of all this. These areas. Okay. So remember I told you right here, there was, I got you, Murmus. It should be easier as the day goes on. See right here? That's our resistance level, about 550. Notice we didn't get to 550. Tried to get to 550, but we couldn't get to. We did look like we peaked out right above the 8-day and the 15-day. And momentum looks like we've lost about 50% or maybe 40% of this gap so far. Is that about right, Matt?
Yeah.
About 40%. We lost about 40. Yeah, about 40, 50% of the gap. Point is, you guys could see how news-driven this market is. Now, I'm not a fundamental trader, and I'll never be a fundamental trader because I don't want to be 3 weeks behind. But this is highly high. This makes trading very, very difficult. Very, very, very difficult because you don't know what Trump is going to say next, or Hassett or Bessett. You don't know what they're going to say next. But volatility doesn't care. Volatility doesn't care. My point is, folks, we need to be careful. We need to keep our powder dry. We got to get above this area. When we get above this area, you're going to start seeing some stocks that we like actually rally. It's still very difficult to see a good rally because stocks are extremely unpredictable right now. But this is the area that we need to be looking at right here. Right there, right about that area right there. That's where we need to be focused right now. That's the area where we need to be focused right now. Now, if you look at market internals, Vold is not going up anymore. It's not trending anymore. When I say SPY follows Vold, it's when the Vold is doing this. When the Vold is doing this, there's nothing to follow. It's not doing anything. So if you're seeing Vold doing this and the SPY doing this, there's something there. But if you see the Vold doing this, that's nothing. Basically, it means it's not doing anything. It's not giving you anything one way or the other. Look at advanced decline line. Up 2,300, now we're at 1,600, which is still very positive, but it's not 2,200. And volatility is almost at its volatility actually is almost at 30, back at 30. Volt flat means it doesn't mean do nothing. It means you shouldn't be taking directional trades. You shouldn't be looking for a strong directional move because there's no money coming. The market is a two-sided market. Yeah. It depends. If Volt is flat and you're up here 2200 and look at the tick. Look at what tick has been doing. Look at the trend in the tick. We hit 1,000 several times. Nice, Petro. Petro, why are you telling me this? Tell everybody else this. There you go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Very nice, very nice. How do you get TC2000? You go to tc2000.com and you sign up for it, Boyd. Real easy. Just sign up for TC. Go to TC2000. Anyway, point is we're very can you expect the SPY is going direction? Can you expect the SPY is going direction Volt? SPY goes direction of Volt when the Volt is doing something, Peter. See, when the Volt is doing this, I expect SPY to do something. I expect SPY to follow it. When the Volt is doing this, it's not doing anything. There's no volume. Remember, this is volume going into issues that are going up versus issues that are going down. Right now, it's just basically telling us the market doesn't know what it wants to do with itself. Therefore, the Volt is not really useful. The Volt is useful when it's going like this or go. Here, let me show you what usefulness is. Here. Look, down, up. Now, right here, I wouldn't be following it. I wouldn't be following it here. I would be following it here. I'd be following it here. I'd be following it here. I'd be following it here. But I wouldn't be following it here. Now, if this goes up again, now if the Volt goes up again, right? If it starts coming up again. Cyrus, where did you learn that from? Who told you that, Cyrus? If the Volt continues moving higher, then we want it to follow again. Okay? So when the Volt is doing this, I wouldn't really pay much attention to what the SPY is doing in relationship to the Volt. I would only look in the Volt when the Volt is doing this. When the Volt is moving. When it's moving. When the Volt is not doing anything, the SPY is not doing anything either. Or the SPY could be doing something. I don't know. There's no relationship between the Volt and the SPY when the Volt is not strongly moving. Okay? So you got to have the Volt pulling one of these. You got to have the Volt doing this. You got to have the Volt doing this. You got to have the Volt do, this was a lovely one right here. Look at that. Just straight down. Okay? I think everybody understands at this point. When the Volt is just doing nothing, there's SPY doesn't, don't look at the SPY for information for it. Yeah, what a morning, right? So let's go back to TC2000. You can see I have my Pro Trader dashboard pretty much everywhere now. I always did, and the AZP as well. I have that in the Pro Trader dashboard. Pretty much that and market internals. Those take up half of my real estate on my big computer. Those take up. Okay. All right. Indecisiveness when is squatting. Yeah. All right. So the market right now, as I told you yesterday, doesn't have much directional bias. We did not get above this level. Even if we get above this level, we still have to get above all of this. And there's a lot there to unpack. The market is still being completely news driven. Now, folks, at some point, the market's not going to react as much to all of this news. at some point. We're not there yet. We're nowhere near there yet. Okay? We got to move away from all this tariffs. Remember the wall? Remember first administration? The wall, the wall, the wall, the wall. And then what happened to the wall? We all forgot about the wall, right? That's where this tariffs need to go into the garbage can of maybe could have, should have, would have. We got to get past this whole thing. We're not there yet. They're still number one driver at the box office, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. This is the level. This is where what we're doing right here. We're creating a little box. We're creating a structure. Now, if you're going to take away one thing from what I'm going to talk about today, and I'm going to talk about a lot of things, we haven't broken the market structure we've been building the last couple of weeks. Now, I'm going to repeat that for all of you who are hard of hearing selectively. We haven't broken the market structure that we built the last couple of weeks, which means nothing happened yesterday that should excite you at all because we haven't broken this area. We need to break this area. And actually, if you want me to be really honest with you, we got to break this area right here. Or we got to break this area. Otherwise, we're doing pretty much the same thing we've been doing. Nothing changed. There's no change in my analysis. There's no change in my view. There's no change in my position. But Roger, what about yesterday's news? What about it? Okay, what was yesterday's news? The fact that we're going to be nicer to China? Oh, okay. Great. Yesterday we learned that tariffs with India are going to take 2 to 3 years to figure out. Today we learned that China's going to take 2 to 3 years to figure out. Our president only has 3.5 years left, folks. Think about all of this. Are you going to see any benefit from it in the next couple of years? But you have seen that trillions of dollars destroyed in the stock market. Oh well, all right. So we're gonna keep being very, very flexible with directional bias. We're gonna just keep being very, very flexible, and we're gonna keep our eye on. We're gonna have our eye on the following because this is what's really driving price right now. Yes, long-term project. We got to put it in the long-term can. Let me show you guys something. This is the number of stocks making 90-day breakouts. This is a number of stocks making 90-day breakdowns. You have a lot of volatility in the market, but how come you don't have any stocks moving? Can anybody answer my question? And I gave you the answer about 5 minutes ago. Because we haven't changed the structure of this. Structure hasn't changed. Just consolidating. We have no momentum. We can be moving here 1,000 points a day for the next, theoretically speaking, of course, for the next 10 years. Not that I think it's going to happen, but you see my point that we haven't changed our structure. We need to get out of this. So stocks can go up here and down here so that my Picasso drawing can come to fruition. Do you remember my Picasso drawing? Let me show you my Picasso drawing for those of you who didn't see it. And for all of you who thought we were going to break out today, let me show you my Picasso drawing. Here's my Picasso drawing. Do you see the red? Do you see the red? Do you see where we were this morning? Do you see what I drew for you? Nice. Very nice, Vivek. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you guys see do you guys see this? Now, I drew this for you at, survey says, 8:57 in the morning. It's 12 something. Do you see this level? Do you see this level? Do you see us going above that level? Do you see us going below that level? Now listen to my words. Anybody who tells you, any other guru except me that tells you, oh, I'm really hot on this stock or I'm really bearish on this stock while we're in this area, probably isn't looking at what I'm looking at. And he's not looking at the broad, or she's not looking at the broad market. Because I don't care what stock you're in, nothing is going to happen till we break out of here or break out of here. And that, my friends, is the bottom line. And I am a bottom line kind of guy. Remember Picasso. And I'll keep showing you this picture for the foreseeable future. So don't get too excited about any stock. Now, what's the silver lining? I'm surprised that nobody's asking me what the silver lining is. Don't you want to know what the silver lining is? This, until we break out, this is probably a pretty good time to start looking at shorts. And this would probably be a good time to start looking at longs while we're in this area. And last I checked, we're pretty close to this area right now. Are there a lot of shorts? No. Are there some shorts? Yes. What did Boyd say? Your bottom line are depressing. What is worse is that you're almost always right. Yeah, Boyd, I don't enjoy. I'm not like looking for a pat on the back here. If you think I like saying this, I would much rather be talking about. By the way, for folks who have known me for years, you know, I'm not a. You guys know I'm not like a bear or anything. I'm just saying it how it is. I'm just interpreting the data. I have no emotions in this. I have nothing. Boyd, I have no. Look, my portfolio has Walmart in it. That's it. I couldn't care less. So don't think I have any kind of vested interest in this. None of my programs are going to sell less or deteriorate because of this. I'm going to make a lot more money right now. You know why? Because most gurus don't know how to trade this kind of market. And they're going to keep giving you trades like morons. Instead of holding back, being extra sensitive, not using this volatility as an opportunity to trade, but using this volatility as a double-edged sword that can cut your arm off. Think about this. Most guys been telling you what I've been telling you? Slow down. Don't do anything. Don't take any trades. Be careful. This is not a time to get frisky. Stay away from options. I haven't been telling you anything good. I hate it, but it is what it is. That's all right, Richard. It's all right. And we're going lower, by the way. Makes you candles white. The TC2000 doesn't make my candles white. I programmed it to make my candles white. Sylvia, and it's a very important tool that there's a very important reason why these candles are white. Volume is 25% above the average volume. It means that's a high volume candle. High volume candles are a lot more important when it comes to support and resistance, which is why I'm using this as a support and resistance. The white candles are very high volume candles. High volume candles are not random. So I try to create support and resistance off of lines that are not random. Rochelle says, I'm blessed to have you guide me. Rochelle, that's the nicest thing you've said in like a month or something. I don't know. 2 months. Very nice of you. I hope Leon's doing okay. Let me repost that, Rochelle. I'm going to repost that. That's very nice. High volume is, well, okay, that's a good, fair question. So I use the 50-day moving average here for volume. I'm looking at bars, and anything higher than 25% above the 50-day average. So it's whatever the 50-day average is right here, you add 20% above, and if the candle goes there, it'll turn white. I tried it at above this level. It was too sensitive. So I played around, and I think somewhere, I don't have it exactly. I don't have an answer yet. Remember, it's all everything I do, it's always fluid, but sometimes I can keep it at the same level for 10 years. So I'm getting stuck on about 20 to 30% above the 50-day average, 20 to 30% above this right here. And this is just the 50-day moving average. So it's just a program that it's in here and we programmed it. Okay. Oh, very nice, Richard. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know about that, Sean. Uh, give it a little time. Let's see how it's doing. I'll look at it later. Tammy says, I'm new and I'm following someone else, and they just kept rolling trades to save face. They weren't as straightforward as you. I like your honesty. Yeah, you're not going to get any BS from me, Tammy. Yeah, Sylvia, I always give people my layout for TC2000 if they email me, okay? You just got to email me and I'll give you my layout. So you'll have exactly the same layout that I use, okay? And then you can look. I don't have any proprietary indicators on here, but I do have that formula. So again, it's just a 50-day moving average on the volume. It's just regular volume, 50-day moving average on volume, and then I use 20 to 30% higher. If it's 20% higher above this line, this will become white. And they make much better support and resistance area. No sugarcoating. Love that, Richard. Love that. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. Very, very nice of you. Richard, you're a prince. Thank you. I love that Pro Trader dashboard, and I love the AZP. Those are my two favorite tools because I made them, and it took me a long time to put them together. And I put a lot of thought into both of them. Okay, and we're going to make an adjustment to Alpha Zone Pro, actually, on the profit targets. I asked Matt to do it. So there is an adjustment coming, especially with this volatility. It's definitely a good adjustment. Going to make the profit target a little bigger. Okay, so we're in this area. We don't have a lot to work with right now, but I am going to give you stocks that I'm looking at. I would be favoring the downside here. I will be favoring the downside. My theory is this, that if we stay in this range, then this will come down to the channel. Very nice, Wes. Very, very nice. One second. Peter, are we having a run day today or are we having a consolidation day today? Very important. Very important. Just wanted to see if we were on the right page. All right. So my theory is this. Is that if this peaks out and it doesn't go any higher, and we don't really have a lot of news this week aside from earnings. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I haven't even paid attention to earnings. They have been extremely non-instrumental. Now, I've looked at the numbers from FactSet. I looked a little earlier. I didn't forget. I promised you guys I would look, and I did look. And the numbers are still at 6.7. They haven't changed. The problem is FactSet is having problems determining what future earnings are going to be. And you know why? Because a lot of companies are reluctant to give forward-looking statements right now. Okay? That is a major, major, major concern. Okay? So be careful. Be careful right now. I'll update you with more. We haven't had it really enough to get our they're expecting the next update on earnings to be on Friday, so I should have a full update for you. David, I could have answered that for you. It's either NinjaTrader or AMP Futures. Those are the two biggest ones. And if you guys want, I can give you a whole list, which I give you in I just verbally tell you the biggest ones. The biggest ones are AMP Futures and NinjaTrader. And those are the ones that the professional traders use the most. Hey, Art. There's also Interactive Brokers. A lot of professional. They're both extremely competitive. I'm literally giving you the cheapest ones and have the cheapest margin. Interactive Broker, AMP Futures, and NinjaTrader. Eric says Tesla earnings was bad and it was flying. Eric, that is not what happened. And you know what? I'm actually going to stop for a second and talk about it. That is not what happened, Eric. That is not what happened. Okay? So let me tell you what happened. Up to an hour after they announced their earnings, which were horrible, everybody agrees on that, The stock was up 70 cents. It was up 0.39. I even made a note of it in Telegram, and with the timestamp at 4:58. I said we have no volatility. Then I said we got to wait for the conference. During the conference, Musk said, I'm leaving Dodge. When he said I'm leaving Dodge, that's when the stock bolted a lot. So the stock bolting higher had absolutely nothing to do with its earnings and everything to do with the fact that he was leaving Dodge. Okay? So it's very important to identify the catalyst. If you can't identify the catalyst, you won't be able to gauge market action that day. I keep saying that all the time, but people don't. It's very important to understand what's causing the move. Okay? So I'm not seeing anything here. Point is, right now I would be favoring the short side until we break clearly out of here, move higher, and come back here. Okay? Yeah, got to get out of Dodge, exactly. And bond market. Let's look at bonds. Now, bonds, look at today, the bond market. Look at where we opened. Look at where we opened and look at what happened since we opened on bonds. This is very bad. We're back at the 8-day EMA right now. If we break the 8-day EMA, we're going to come down. Now, Matt gave you a really good piece of information about fundamental news. I asked him to regarding the Wall Street Journal when we first came in here, when all of us first came in here today. It's a good information. But here's one thing I want to add to that, okay? Every time you hear, and folks, I wish Donald Trump was here because if I could tell him this right now, I would, okay? Here's the problem. Do you guys know what, and this is not political. You ever hear the story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf? What happened every first time he said it, he got a reaction, right? Okay. The first time he said it, he got a reaction. The second time he said it, he got a less reaction. After a while, nobody gave a shit in English. I'm just trying to be as polite as possible. The more, right? The problem is this. Our president is playing with fire. What do you mean by that, Roger? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Every time he says something, he's got a limited firepower. There's only so much he can say to move the market before the market cements a position. Once the market cements a position, everything he says will be part of a short-term trend, a blip. And we may already be there, although I don't think we are. The point is, I don't want to call anybody names. I'm trying to stick to the facts. I don't want this to become I want this to be credible. So the point is, right now, I truly believe this. I believe our president can pull us out of this, right? He can say, I'm not a good spinner, but he could say, we decided to let the economists figure out the tariffs and we're just going to kind of delay them indefinitely. I don't know, in a nice way. Save face. That would be good. The problem is this, folks. Sooner than later, these tariffs are going to start eating into the economy. And I mean real, not sentiment. Right now, they are the sentiment, Boyd. You understand? They can easily be changed. They can be changed like this. Right. Real effect. Exactly, Stacy. Please listen to what I am saying right now. And I am not saying anything negative about our president, any stretch of the imagination. So stop with all the political nonsense, okay? I realize people who don't want to hear what I have to say, they play the political card. No, it doesn't work that way. I didn't stick my nose into the economy. Our president did with these tariffs. So I'm still in the same chair. I'm not going to the White House. So the point is this: he's playing with fire. He's playing with fire. Why is he playing with fire? Because sooner than later, and I don't have dates, I don't have exact information, I don't have anything for you except very general information, which is probably more important than anything else you will read. Look at it from a big picture. The more this will have a major impact on the company's earnings, the more it'll have a material impact on our economy. Have you noticed the bond market and US dollars are not getting as excited as the stock market? Well, they're much harder to move. Problem is, he's playing with fire. He's still, and I hope Kevin Hassett is listening to me right now because he knows damn well I'm telling the truth. Right now, you still have a chance to get us out of this stupid mess. Another couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month, it's going to start interfering. Companies are going to start acting on it. Fed is going to start acting on it. If we start acting on it, oy vey, it ain't going to be pretty. That's what I want you guys to understand, okay? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Notice, I'm not talking about policy. I'm not talking about anything specifically. I'm just saying if we don't get off this thing and if we continue moving down this road, it's going to be very painful for all of us. And I think by now everybody understands this and everybody sees this. And if you don't see it, then take your blinders off, okay? All right. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful. Trump has a way of like making people feel really bad, and then he has a way of like pulling the rug underneath and like saying, but you know, I'm spin this, President Trump. Please spin this. We need you to spin this right now. And we need you to spin this a completely different way right now. All right. All right. Now, let me give you my stocks to the short side and the long stock. Enphase, solar stocks, bad earnings, stock is down. This is a pretty good. Look, you asked me, you want my 5 cents? I'm giving you my 5 cents. I think everything I've said right now is really reasonable. It's not far-fetched. It's not based on any conspiracy theory. It's nothing like that. It's just based on simple principles of the financial system which we operate in right now that I've come to love over the last 31 years. All right. Enphase. Matt says options haven't come down as much as VIX is telling us they are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, yeah, that will definitely keep you out of trouble. Enphase batteries are much smaller than Tesla, Franklin. They're hassle to work with. The microinverters are still an industry standard. Oh, all right. Good to know. Yeah, Boyd, but, you know, we want it to be well under 30. 23 days out. Go ahead and do a spread. Buy the 47 put and sell the 49 put. Excuse me. Sorry, erase that. Buy the 47 put and sell the 45 put for $1. Yep, that's right, Boyd. Love to get it below 20. BKR. Nice A line on BKR right here. 200-day would be your stop loss. 23 days to go. $64, 73 delta right here. It's not expensive either. Look, see, you go down here, you're paying 514 intrinsic, and it's only, let's say, 550, just hypothetically speaking. You're not paying that much for it. 42, paying about 50, 60 cents. Otherwise, everything is intrinsic. I'm embarrassed to say that I've never used the Enphase system, so I can't really comment in the conversation. Have you, Matt?
Nope.
I've never used it before, so I can't really comment. BMY. That looks like a beautiful short. I'm going to put a little alert at the VWAP. Richard, question for you. Have you been trading equities or mostly the indexes last couple of weeks? I'm assuming mostly the indexes last couple of weeks. But I figured I'd ask you live instead of emailing you. Folks, if I set a VWAP alert, it's going to be for 1 day. If I set a moving average alert, it's going to be for 1 week. Mostly indexes due to spreads. Yep. Same here. Same here. Well, you obviously know that. You know what we trade here. I like the stock. I like the stock. I'm going to circle this stock. CHD, Church and Dwight. Oh, yeah, definitely. Not a pretty stock. Not a pretty stock. But beggars can be choosy. 107.70. 68 delta. 105 put. Not loving this. I like this. I don't love this. Again, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Just forget I just showed you this stock. I want to see it break down first. I'd like it more if it broke 100 first. I want to see it break down, pull back, and then we can get it. Too much stuff here. It's just I'm desperate times right now, folks. Desperate times. I don't think I skipped BMY, but if I did, right here, 51 put, May 16th. I like BMY. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. Richard says the other day I emailed you a dozen and they all had terrible spreads and earnings and terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Just it hasn't been a good time. It'll get back there. This one here, NBR, very nice, not really volatile enough to day trade, but very nice trend. I like this right now to the downside. May 16th expiration, 71 delta, 35 puts. You're going to have to work this order. There's no liquidity here. But you can probably buy the underlying. It's not that expensive. All right. Let me give you my long list now, okay? End phase. I'll do it again. We went out about 23 days and we went to I think we did the 48 versus 46 or 47 versus 45. Either one of those. One of you guys will 47 45. Thank you. Right here. We bought the 47 put and sold the 45 against it for $1. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. Okay. CPRT. Not right now, but hold on. If SPY breaks above this area, right? If SPY breaks above the VWAP and above the high, today's high, and I'm not holding my breath at all, okay? I wouldn't be putting my money on it. If it breaks this level, then you will look at the stocks that I'm about to give you. Probably a good thing to say. Okay? So, if the SPY starts coming up here, getting really strong, then you look at the stocks that I'm about to give you. If it doesn't do that, don't even bother, okay? So that level right now is about 550. It is as of then, not now. It is an if then. Yes, if then. Nice, Kathy. I love it. You know what makes me the happiest? Testimonials when we're live and you guys are making money in real time. To me, that's like I don't know. I can't even say it live. I'd probably be banned from live. But that to me is like golden. You know? Look at you. Garen made money. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That is fantastic. When people can make money live. AZP is a SPY day trade. Yeah, that's right, Angie. That's right. Long got stung by the AZP bug. Yeah, the AZP is really cool. Look, I told you guys I was going to come out with the coolest thing in the world, and I did. It's very cool. It's very addicting. And the coolest thing about it is you got the 20-day reversals, you got the bars, you got the lines, and you got the momentum. It's all there together. All right, all right. So if we break 550 on the SPY, we're going to look at the following longs, okay? CPRT, okay? And we would look probably at the 20, we would look 23 days out about right now. We would look at about the 57.50, maybe the 60, right around here. Obviously, the delta will change. It is a true day trading tool. It is, yeah. I'm not going to sell you some, I got to stand behind this thing. I'm not going to sell you some nonsense. If you knew how many years of my life went into conceptually making it, you would be shocked. There you go, Angie. Nice stock. No soup till SPY goes above 550. Very nice, Karen. Oh, look at you, Karen. That's one thing I gotta do more. I gotta trade more SPX options. I gotta start doing those iron condors and using the Alpha Zone Pro for those levels. I know that a few of you do that. I know that I'm not going to mention any names, but I know a few of you do that. I gotta get in on that. Ivano, 30%. Are you getting these testimonials, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Omar. All right. Next one, SKWD. Now, we already did that one. Try to stay away from this one until the SPY breaks above. There's always a replay, and here's the replay if you guys want it. For all of you who are on Zoom. Okay, so try not to touch this or any of these stocks till the SPY is above 550. My best month so far has been 80K. I'm on track to break this month. Yay! Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. That makes me happy. Very, very happy. That's good. All right. So, these are 175s. 175s. Next one is Philip Morris. Now, folks, this stock is a little overextended, so we want it to come back to the 8-day EMA. I'm willing to bet you if I put a Bollinger Band width on it right now, it would be overextended. Does anybody want to bet me on that, or are you guys pretty confident that I'm right on this one? Because look how far it is from the 8-day EMA. Right? So, all right. I'm assuming everybody believes me. Confident in you. Okay. Good. 23 days out. 74 delta. Spread is really good here, actually. And liquidity is good, too. $160. The strike price, $160. But I would wait till we're more at the 161 level. I think you can let this, especially with the market right now, I would let this loose 162. For normal, currently at 13. Thank you, Jeff, for doing that. I guess I'm a little too lazy or just tired. I've been live for 3 hours live. Want to go put some trades on. Yeah, right here, 162. TMPX. Oh, DX. Also overextended. I like this stock around this area right here. Around the 85 area, okay? And grandkids. How about grandkids, Richard? Got grandkids. I hope you have better luck than I do, Richard, because I have zero interest in it. And I'm really surprised. Dollar Tree, I think, is still good, but again, I would wait for the stock to get... folks, these are watch list stocks, and they are literally watch list stocks today. Sometimes I give you watch list stocks, but they're trades that are like red hot. I'm telling you right now, the long list is definitely not it, okay? All right. So maybe around the time we got into it just a few days ago before we took profit in True Trend Pro. It was in True Trend, wasn't it, Matt?
What did you say?
Dollar General. It was in True Trend, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We closed it though.
Yeah. Very choppy stock, not for the faint of heart. Kurt says MO is better positioned than Philip. Let's take a look. MO and Philip Morris. It is better positioned, but the problem is, I don't know if it's better positioned. It's going to have earnings in a few days. So if you're going to do it as a short-term trade, yes. But if you're doing it as a swing, be careful. Ruthie, he's not doing options on E-minis. He's doing options on stocks, and he's just doing E-minis. You don't need to do options on E-minis. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. MSTR. I remember somebody gave you guys a free trade in the pit yesterday on this. I still like this first swing trade. And actually, this is my favorite stock. So I wanted to wait and give it to you as the last one. Why? Because it doesn't have correlation to the U.S. stock market. It's correlated to crypto. if the US dollar becomes destabilized, money's going to be flowing more into gold and more into cryptos. And this is my favorite crypto stock right now. Yeah, that's all good, Ruthie. I just want everybody to have all the facts. Uber, let's look at Uber. Uber is breaking out nicely. We currently have a bull put spread on Uber in weekly cash flow, and I see no reason to get out of it. Now, folks, I don't think Uber is going to move very far, which is why I put a weekly cash flow trade in. If I thought Uber was going to run very far, I would have just bought a call. You buy bull put spreads when you anticipate the stock just kind of sticking around. You see, I believe it's going to stick around this area here because it's got the 50-day, the 15-day, and the 8-day, and the 50 right below it. So my reason for doing the spread on Uber was not because I thought the stock was going to run away. It was because I thought the stock was going to remain near this area, which so far it's doing. Does that make sense? My email is roger@rogerscott.com. That is correct. Yes. Yes. All right. So just to summarize, we are in a very wide range. As soon as we started getting towards the upper range of this thing that I drew for you a long time ago, this is not my first drawing of this. I've drawn this for you several times, including this morning and yesterday when we were in class together, and the morning of that too. This is a hot zone right here. This is a hot zone right here. These are hot zones, okay? How come this one highlights and this one doesn't? I know why. Let me delete it. I like these vertical bars. They highlight. Oh, and they give you price levels too. This is nice. When is the next live event? I came back smarter. The next live event is going to be, Richard, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right, folks. And obviously I'll be in my VIP room and I'll be in the morning show. I don't like this. Please don't go long till we are above this, except maybe for stocks that are unrelated, like crypto stocks. Those are okay. Those are not related. Obviously, you want to see the momentum, but those are not related. Oh, you mean live event? I don't know, Richard. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to do one, though. Probably in the next couple of months. You'll be the first to know, I promise you. A-line position moving, holding like the pit open position. I'll take a look at it, Sean. I'll take a look at it. I don't even know what, let's see. Yeah, it's just kind of sitting there, not really doing much. All right, folks. Sayonara. I'll see you later. Please, please, don't be a hero. You will lose your money. This is not the time. This is not a time to be a hero. This is a time to relax and chill. Everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. Ryan, thank you, Ryan. Ryan says, I love Uncle Roger's bonus trades. I haven't been giving a lot of bonus trades lately, but usually they're good trades. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic afternoon. I'm going to take a break. I haven't had a break since 8:30 in the morning, since 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hi, everyone.